Show you a soft live version of what we call as My PD. So everybody who's moved into the new world of iPhones and Androids, how we communicate via that. And so I'm comfortable in talking about all that. And then yesterday afternoon at 3:30, as I'm sitting in a meeting with other officials over at City Hall, we're tied into what's called the Titan Fusion Center. So what that means, when really bad things happen in the region or within the state, they communicate directly to us. So all of our phones start going off. And we pull that up, and on it is the events that are happening at Clackamas County Town Center, and as they unfold. And it dawned on me this morning that perhaps that's something I should talk about. Simply because it's real, it's something that just occurred today. It has affected an entire community up in Clackamas County. It has affected a multitude of communities across the nation over the years, and we're not immune to bad things happening in Corvallis. So I was thinking perhaps you would want to know, how would we react? Are we prepared for that? How would we respond? What's the expectation? Is that all right if I shift gears slightly? Yeah. Also think back to Dylan Klebold, Eric Harris, who were at Columbine in Colorado. You also think back to Kip Kinkle, who in 1998, down in Thurston, here in Oregon. Those are called active shooters. These are people who are armed and go into a populated location and indiscriminately start shooting. I sure can. Yeah.
Let's say 8 people show up, pretty much the same time, and you only need one team of 4. How do you know, do you have any way of knowing which 4 have the most tactical experience or the best shots, that kind of thing? So you send in, if you have 8, you need to pick 4. Do you have any way of knowing who potentially could be the best to send in?
Did you hear that? Okay. If they're local employees or local staff, we generally do know each other pretty well. But really, because the training is consistent across the board, and generally when you encounter a bad person under those circumstances, it's a close quarters encounter. It's not going to be 100 yards or 200 yards. It's going to be a very close dynamic. It's going to be the first 4, get a team, go. And so there's not going to be a whole lot of assessment of, was this person on a SWAT team, or is this person brand new? Having been through the training, and if they've been through the training, we know that they've passed all of the firearm skills that are required. They've hit the target as appropriate. They know what is legal in terms of use of force, etc. And those 4 people are just going to get together and go.